I was just a normal cowboy bear living peacefully, when all of a sudden I got abducted into space.
Cowboy space bear.
Now my best friend is a space bear.
Cowboy space bear.
What a lovely friendship we share.
Cowboy space bear.
I'm a cowboy, he's from space.
Cowboy space bear.
We just both happen to be bears.
Cowboy space bear.
Yodel, 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 yodel.
Cowboy space bear.
Finally, I'm free. I'm free. I've been rotting in that prison for such a long time, but now I'm free, thanks to the help of that old Sasquatch. And you're free too. Finally, now that we're free, we get to do whatever we want out in this world. Live criminal lives. Or maybe redeem ourselves. Who knows? What will you do? Alright, have fun with that. What will I do? Criminal activity or redeem myself? If I redeem myself, I get to go back into society and move back in with my family. And my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my cousins, they'll all be happy to have me back. I'll get a job, I'll start a family. But criminal activity gets me money, so criminal activity! Ha ha ha! Alright, so if we're gonna start tracking these criminals, who would you say is easier to start with? Peter Puppy or Pepper Panda?
I'd say we should probably go for Peter Puppy first. He sounds more dangerous than Pepper Panda, 'cause Pepper Panda's just a panda. But Peter Puppy? Now that sounds like someone with a criminal record.
Yeah, that does sound right. So where could we find this Peter Puppy?
I don't know, let's go look through the criminal files. Ooh.
Alright, so what have you found?
Well, I found out the name of his best friend, his best enemy, and where he usually likes to hang out. But you know, now that he's got a criminal record, it's very unlikely that he'd return to those places, right? Yeah, I've been a cop for a really long time. I should know better than this. He's back at that place, right? Yup. Alright, then that's where we start. And where exactly is this place? Twinkle Trees.
Alright, then let's see if he's still at Twinkle Trees. Right back to my favorite hangout spot in Twinkle Trees. No cop will ever be able to find me here.
Well, well, well. If it isn't my old friend, Peter Puppy.
Louie, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just here because I hang out here on the regular. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in prison?
Well, I was, but I broke out.
First you get yourself into prison, and then you get broken out. I expected more from you, Peter Puppy.
Hey, I was framed, okay? I was framed. I didn't even do nothing.
We all know you weren't framed, Peter Puppy. You're just not pup enough to admit when you made mistakes. You know, your family expected more from you.
Oh, don't you dare!
Your father expected more from you.
You're right.
You know, the cops probably know that Twinkle Tree is your favorite hangout spot. They're most likely on their way.
You're right there as well.
I always am. I always am. Well, I'm going to make my way out before the police arrive and things get messy. For what it's worth, it was nice seeing you, Peter. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Louie.
Ooh, that's some tea. I want to know what's going on there. Shh, that's not our job. We're just here to capture him and bring him back to prison. Right. So what are we doing? We're waiting for the sun to go down. Then, we'll strike. Alright. Got it. What the... Johnson, what happened? Would you look at that? The sun went down.
Yeah, and we fell asleep. Is he still there?
I
I should have never broken the law.
Huh, he is. Come on, let's go.
I regret so much. Ah! No, please, you don't understand. I was framed.
Yeah, that's right, Puppy Peter. Keep saying that you were framed, but now you're back where you belong. Behind bars. Alright, we got Puppy Peter. Who's next? Next up is Pepper Panda. Alright, let's go find Pepper Panda. Ooh, wait, but first, one thing. Excuse me, Mr. Puppy?
What?
What did you do to end up such a criminal?
I never in my life wanted to become a criminal or do crime.
Then tell me, why are you behind the cell?
I have a daughter. She's sick. I needed money.
Yeah, that trick isn't gonna work on us. Yeah, you bet it isn't.
Darn, it always does. Give me a minute. I'm going to come up with something else.
Alright, we're gone.
No, wait. Let me tell you the real reason.
I'm listening.
It was 2 years ago today. I had just finished working, and I returned to my house. Then, I discovered there on the floor that my nephew had been shot and killed. I screamed, and I went over to call the police. And when the police arrived, they assumed I was the killer, and they arrested me.
Who was the cop who arrested you?
Sheriff Sasquatch. I tried to tell him it wasn't me, but he wouldn't listen. So at that moment, I kicked the back of his head and ran out of the car. This angered him, of course, and so he chased after. Then, when I thought I was in the clear, I fell down a hill.
No.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Well, once I reached the ground, I met someone. A hooded figure in the shadows, with a picture of my nephew. Oh yes, this is where it gets interesting. I put two and two together. This person had been hired to kill my nephew.
What? You got the real person leaving while the police was already arresting you?
I know, wild, right? So then I screamed at the top of my lungs, and I said, why? Why would you kill my nephew when he did you no wrong? And then we fought. We fought and fought and fought for what felt like forever. I won, of course. But by the time Sasquatch found me at the bottom of the hill, all he saw was a person beat up on the ground, and me just standing there. It didn't really look so good for me.
Yeah, I bet it didn't.
After that, I was taken to this cell, where I've stayed ever since.
Wow. So you really didn't do any crime? Wait, that doesn't add up with what that Louis guy was saying. Oh yeah, that's true. He was saying a bunch of stuff about different crimes and stuff. What was that all about?
Wait, you were listening in on our conversation? We probably shouldn't have said that part.
Hey, you mentioned it first. Alright, fine. Maybe we were eavesdropping a little bit. But that's because we're cops. That's our job. Well, you're the cop. I'm just tagging along because he brought me here.
Yeah, I was about to say, he looks like a cop, but you look like an astronaut.
Really, you actually think? You know, I try to keep the whole ensemble together because legally I'm not actually an astronaut. Hey, that's not the point. So, is your story true or not?
Well, fragments are.
If your story is fake, we're just gonna go. Come on. Yeah, he's right. We better get a move on. Thanks for your entertaining story, even though, you know, it was fake.
No, only fragments were fake. Only fragments. I never figured out who killed my nephew.
You never saw the person's face? Wait, what am I saying? The story was fake.
Look, not all of it was fake. Please, I need you to understand that. Will you find out who killed my nephew?
Look, I'm going to believe that some of your story was real. And if I figure out who killed your nephew, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. Johnson? Johnson? Yeah, sorry. I just had to let Puppy Peter know that I was gonna find out who killed his nephew. Even if the story is probably fake? Even if the story is probably fake. Alright, come on. We have to go find Pepper Panda. Alright, Pepper Panda, here we come. She supposedly killed 57 people. What?